Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. So again, of course, I'm gonna be talking about some old movies, a blast from the past, yada yada yada. I'm doing that again, but this time around it's gonna be another war movie, I guess, which I haven't done in a good bit. I mean, okay, it hasn't been that long, but still, I just thought I would just review this because why the hell not? I like old movies anyway. And it's really low budget and obscure. Yeah, it's Submarine Base. I guess this comes out more of a drama movie, if anything, but that's fine, I guess. So, alright, I just thought I'd talk about this because mine as well, just to discuss various things on this channel, I suppose. So, there was that, I reckon. And thanks for watching ahead of time. I appreciate it. Anyway, whatever, as always, let's talk about the damn plot, shall we? So, yes, things do become rather intense and whatnot. So there was like this whole thing where it's like a World War II kind of a story thing going on when this U.S. gangster on the run named Joe comes to this thing, I guess. There was this whole bit with the German U boats on this remote island off. Since there was this whole bit in the island off the South America. So there was this whole bit where there is this shipwrecked engineer individual named Jim is saved by Joe and arrives on the island. Then there's like a whole thing with a shutdown seems inevitable, like how we have to go into war, I guess. I guess you can say. So anyway, this is pretty much a very low budget production. Just trying to focus on one of the kind of aspect, kind of a thing. But anyway, the film, like I was saying, does start off with this American gangster on this island where he's meeting with his Nazi submarines to supply them with some kind of stuff they need, of course. And yeah, it's pretty much a crazy scenario here, but yes, obviously, this is not going to be 100% accurate to what was going on in the war and whatnot, as if you can already tell. So I mean, it may be taking place during some point during World War II. That's real, and the whole thing with the Nazis that's real, of course, and all that. But as for everything else involved in the film, it's made up. It's and it just whoever was responsible for this film just did their own spin on the story. They just wanted to do their own thing, I guess. And that's about it, really. They just wanted to be more straightforward in terms of plot, I guess. And then yes, there was of course this one character that finds a sailor floating in the sea, middle of the ocean. This guy just happens to be the same cop who attempted to capture the gangster for murder. You know, coincidentally enough, sometime back. And I know this seems like a strange coincidence, but whatever. I mean, okay, that in itself is kind of like over the top when you think about it. Can you really believe? Can the film really expect you to believe that kind of coincidence? Like, what the hell? Yeah, talk about the suspension of disbelief there. But anyway, as for the rest of the film itself, really, again, it's fairly straightforward. As the rest of the movie pretty much tackles this pretty trivial kind of a thing, but towards the end of it, of course. And I'm not gonna say what happens or here, of course. Yeah, I just leave it at that. But anyway, so I guess it's trying to be like a drama, World War II kind of a thing and whatnot. That's basically what this is. Like I said, it's already straightforward. And yeah, it's not very long, not really. But anyway, I just thought I'd just talk about this because I just thought it'd be a good idea to talk about this kind of stuff. And yes, it's a really old movie. It's in black and white, quite clearly. But personally, I don't mind it. In that case, it kind of helps it to some extent because of that, and just helps it in that way. I guess it helps. I mean, personally, I don't mind it. Really, it doesn't bother me. And I've seen so many black and white movies to begin with, so I guess it doesn't bother you too much. Or like some people out there, a lot of people out there don't want to see these kinds of movies just because it's old or whatever. Anyway, I mean, yes, quite clearly, there's not gonna be a whole lot of special effects, not really, and whatnot. There's pretty decent acting all around when it comes to these types of movies, I guess. Pretty basic plot, and it was that, I guess you can say. So sure. And okay, I would recommend this, but only really to people who enjoy war movies. If you're one of those people who enjoy movies, then I recommend this. Only to people who like war movies, really. For everyone else, you probably won't buy this kind of thing, but you might feel like too contrived or whatever, like it's too far fetched in some aspects of the story. But if you're a junkie for these types of movies, if you want to spend this, just want to watch like every war movie in existence, especially when it comes to World War II, then sure, I say recommend it. Just for that alone. But yeah, there's that, folks. Quite clearly, when it comes to these kinds of movies, and I do realize I don't often review these types of movies all that often. Just I guess randomly do this kind of a thing. It's kind of just random, really. At the end of the day and whatnot. I mean, it's not really a political thing, really. If anyone's thinking that, it's just these is not my favorite genre of film, really. So I'm not trying to make a statement because of that. Just to be perfectly clear, I'm just trying to make an effort to have a variety of different content. Even though I might review specific type of movies most of the time, or talk about specific type of topics or chunk of time, but I just want to show some diversity when it comes to this kind of content on YouTube. So I know there is an audience for these kinds of movies. I know there's plenty of movie going audiences who just enjoy these types of films and whatnot. And it's just my way, just trying to show some different type of content to some extent, I guess, because there's more than one way to tell a story, quite obviously. But anyway, I just thought this was a good way to talk about this kind of a thing because, for one, I thought it would be a nice way to introduce like the lesser known movies and whatnot because that'd be a good way to shine some light on them. And yes, I realize again these is a really old movies in black and white. I do realize it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea. I know a lot of people out there don't want to watch these old movies just because they're old, which I think is kind of stupid if you ask me. But whatever. Anyway, but again, like I was saying a moment ago, if you're one of those types of people that are just World War II junkies, and you just have to watch as many World War II related content as much as possible, whether it's documentaries, TV shows, video games, whatever. You're just one of those type of people that just want to really get into this kind of thing. Then sure, like I was saying before, don't expect this to be like 100% accurate to like anything, I guess, or whatnot. It's just kind of like a fictionalized size story taking place in an actual event. So I just shrug my shoulders like, okay, that's a thing. Sure, whatever. Again, I can't stress this enough. This is more of a drama movie than an action-packed, bang bang shoot shoot explosion type of movie. It's not one of those types of films. I know for the most part, people expect these types of movies to be like that given the subject matter, which okay, I can understand. Somebody's disappointed me expecting that to happen, and here it does. So just accept it as a like a fictionalized drama. That's all I can really say is, I guess, sure, whatever. If you would just want to accept it as that, then be my guest. Because that's kind of how I took it. When you think about it, that's kind of how I took it in my head, obviously. But anyway, ultimately, I thought the movie's fine. Okay, it's decent enough, I guess. I thought it was decent enough and whatnot. Drama movies aren't really my thing either, and that's why you're not really gonna see me talk about these type of movies all that often. Not really. I don't care for drama. No, not really. I mean, I do. I realize that these types of movies are often getting the Academy Awards and whatnot. These are the type of movies that are often attracted by the Oscar-worthy people. You know, I mean, to each their own, I guess. But when it comes to Academy Awards, this is the type of movies. I mean, drama movies, I should say. Like these artsy drama movies, or tend the type of movies people tend to flock to, for the vast majority of part, I guess. But again, they're not my cup of tea. Okay, I do not like drama movies at all. They're just like the drama, artsy type movies. They're like thought provoking and one. They're not my type of movies. No, I mean yes, I want a good story. I want great characters. I want all that. I want a movie to be well written. Yes, of course. I want great dialogue and all that jazz. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. It's just more of a me thing. That's what I'm saying. It's just more of a me thing Don't expect me to review more drama type movies. That is not often. Again, that's me, okay? That's just me. It's more of a me thing. Okay, slight rant over, I guess. Anywho, I'll give this film an overall rating of a 7.0. I think it's a 7.0 out of 10. So, of course, as usual, thanks for watching and take care. Till next time. See ya. Oh, yeah. Later.